Without exception, all of us have cheated in a game at least once. Whether it's infinite ammo, god mode, or free money in Red Dead. We've all done it. But there is a twist. Cheat codes weren't meant for players at all. I mean, many of us were using different cheats without really knowing why these were even added to the game, and of course what uses could be made of them. Before I even came to this video, a question had a reason for me. Why should different games even have cheat codes? Why did the game developers add the cheat codes to the games? And what was their goal in general? With a little research, it seems game developers after releasing a game would add these cheat codes during the levels so they could quickly pass the stages. The reason was to check from the beginning to the end of the game and ensure it had no problems or bugs. And well, okay, this was for developers, so why they didn't remove them from the game? The way I understood it, it generally had two reasons. The first reason was that deleting these codes was very time consuming, and well, some didn't delete them. The second reason was that the developer himself deliberately placed the cheat codes professionally and completely planned, and so the players would use those cheat codes. You have probably noticed this point by now. Games used to have many cheat codes, and almost 8 out of 10 games had cheat codes, and what a variety of cheat codes. But well, the new year the games became they either didn't have cheat codes at all, or if they did, the number was very small. And well, on the one hand this point is good, and on the other hand it's bad. In my opinion, in the discussion of cheat codes, trainers, mods, and generally anything that tampers with any game settings, we generally have two types of people. Those who progress the game using cheat codes and truly don't care and even enjoy it, and the second group are those who absolutely do not go near cheats, mods, trainers, and these things, because they like to experience and discover the whole game by themselves. In this way, the enjoyment and excitement of the game are preserved for them. They enjoy the progress they make in the game, the discoveries they make in the game are pleasant for them, and in short, they are 70-80% against cheat codes. But well, let's really be honest. Cheat codes can be very useful. According to my own experience, cheat codes can be useful in 3 categories: practice and game knowledge, a good tool for content creators, fun and entertainment. Let's take a closer look. All the games we know, all of them are challenging, and well, if there is no challenge in the game, then that game really cannot be called a game anymore. But well, it's different in every game. For example, if the challenge level of one game is this, the challenge level of another game is this much. Usually when we play a game for the first time and face its challenge, naturally it's unfamiliar to us. We definitely have to die a few times until we get the system and mechanics of the game to understand what this challenge wants from us and how it can be passed. Or the games that have bosses, you usually might die at least once at that boss until you understand how it fights, what techniques it has, and what its weakness is, until finally those things come into your grasp. Facing these things, especially if it is hard, might mess up our concentration and not let us pay good attention to the game's mechanics. We get nervous, we get flustered, we might die a few times, we get annoyed, until after trying a few times, we can finally pass that stage or kill that boss. The most famous cheat code that is in games is infinite health. Normally, people use this and just go to the end of the game, or at most pass 1 or 2 missions, kill 1 or 2 bosses, and then turn it off. But hold on a second. This point is not bad and wrong, but a better use can be made of it. When you use the God mode cheat or the same infinite life, naturally you don't die anymore. Your HP doesn't decrease. Instead of completely passing the mission, try to walk around in it. See the enemies, their numbers, their movements, and analyze the environment. Or for example, if you're fighting a boss, watch its movements. If the boss's face has been spoiled for you, fight with it until the last moment, but do not kill it. Constantly watch its movements and imagine that the attacks are hitting you and reducing your HP, and try to dodge or defend. And in this way, instead of dying 20 times at the boss until you learn its moves, you might die only 5 to 10 times. It saves your time and lets you analyze the boss's movements. And yeah, it's not happening in a stressful chaos, but you analyze them more calmly. I learned the way to escape the cops in GTA that the game itself didn't teach me. And now, That method is so effective that no police officer can catch me. Actually, by understanding and learning the cops' driving techniques, I was able to use those very same techniques against them and making it really easy for me to get away from them. That one also used exactly this technique. I used the infinite HP in director mode and constantly escape from cops. The tricks they use in their driving, and guess what? I can easily escape from them. And also we can't forget that this can be done without a cheat too. Like I said before, I'm not a person who uses cheats. And I completely believe that you must die enough times at a hard mission or against a boss to learn. But this method saves time for people who are impatient and want to quickly reach the end of the games and see what the story is and what's happening in the game. One of the most tempting cheats that all of us have experienced is infinite money. Let me give you an example from RDR2. As you all know, if you use a cheat in RDR2, you cannot save the game. And this game has something that gives you a significant amount of money. And you can use this money to buy items for yourself. For example, you realize that you bought a weapon you haven't used before and you play with it and you see if it's worth the money or not. Whether it's good enough to spend your hard-earned cash in your normal playthrough. Or you buy the Black Arabian horse and play with it if it's worth the price, and in a situation like that you might say, wow, I paid for it no matter what. In Elden Ring there is a type of a spell that requires a very high level, intelligence 70 or 80, and let's be honest, it's really huge. You can use a cheat to raise your level, try that spell, see if the damage and effect are worth it, and well, you can take your time in your normal playthrough and get that spell. And using this technique, you know what's worth grinding for and what's not. The next category I mentioned is for content creators. Just imagine that I'm teaching you how to kill a boss in Dark Souls, showing its moves, weaknesses, strategies, and weapons. If I want to fit it all into a 20-minute video, the raw footage might take over an hour. During that time, I might die, have to return from bonfire, and maybe the boss won't even perform all its moves in one run. But with God Mode cheat, I can circle around it safely and explain everything clearly. How to dodge, when to attack, what to watch for, all while showing the mechanics calmly. And actually I can explain the whole boss for you. Or in open world games like RDR, I use teleport a lot. The map is massive, you know that, right? Going from Valentine to Saint Denis takes time, even with fast travel and train ticket. With a trainer, you teleport instantly and saving a lot of time. Or if my horse is far away, I just teleport it to me or myself to it. When I want to show driving in GTA at night and in rain, instead of waiting for weather change, I instantly switch the game to night and rainy mode. And this makes production way more efficient. I remember that for my legendary hunting video, I had to find the specific animals in certain spots. Sometimes they weren't 3-star or not even there. But with a trainer, I could summon exactly what I needed instantly. And finally, the last category has no particular reason. It is really just for fun and entertainment. Someone finished the game once and then wants to use cheats. I've done that a lot myself. When a games get repetitive, using cheats or mods can make it more fun or add variety. Like honestly, how many times have we all just gotten bored, gone into GTA director mode, turned on infinite ammo and infinite HP, and gone on a rampage against the cops? It's just fun. We're just adding a little spice to the gameplay. And now you tell me, what other useful uses can be made of cheat codes? Be sure to write for me in the comments.